Well, after an epic victory like that, why don't we start our character number 4? Feeling good, lots of energy. We have some good luck flowing through chat in the games. Norton got your wish came true, man. Bring up our guide. All right, diadems, hey, get back to it, and we'll pop by when you can. Sorry we didn't get into the creative process until you had to go, but be well. Yeah, not a bard, says Norton. Let's find out, right? Scroll up to the top. We're going to roll a percentile. Female, male, or multi-classed. Seven. We have a female character who is a dwarf, and specifically a hill dwarf. Female hill dwarf, who is of the alignment of 2 percentiles, 83 and 5. We have an evil character. She is lawful evil, actually. She's a medium creature. There we go. Real quick, she speaks Common and Dwarven. Yep, the harem continues. And so if she's evil Dark Wolf, we might have kind of like a tsundere character. And you know those anime dwarves. Like Western female dwarves, you know, they draw them thick with 2 C's. In anime though, they tend to be almost more like halflings, except there's an implied great strength because they just wield these great hammers or something. Oh, you're going to draw some rival rippers today? That'd be great. You better watch out, Derek. The Wu is gonna put out her concept of the rippers. Evil. This means if she's a paladin or a cleric, we can have some fun with some alternative domains or oaths, respectively. Actually, you know what? Well, alright, so they're not in the PHB, I don't believe. It probably mentions Duragar, but I don't think, unlike the Drow, I don't think it gives the stats for a Duragar. Races, Dwarf. No, it just seems to have a little bit of a, it just has a cultural note. That's fine. Alright, what's next? Her level is next. That's going to be determined on a percentile roll. We rolled a 58, and that's going to put her at level 13 here. That's going to mean 3 stat bumps, one at 4, one at 8, and one at 12. And so, of those 3, we are going to have feats replacing all 3. There we go. Hey, Ostomer, good morning to you. Welcome back. And and thank you for the host too, Ostomer. I'm glad to keep seeing you, and I hope that we're able to continue to give you some inspiration and get you revved up. Like, are you playing D&D currently with a group of friends? Neo Realms, hey, yeah, enjoy your popcorn, man. And I hope you're having fun, following along, even as you're cooking your potato soup. Alright, so she's gonna have 3 feats instead of the normal 2. Her background, we're gonna generate a 13-sided die and roll it. 11. We have another sailor or pirate. Which means, as a background feature, she'll either get ship's passage or a bad reputation. Now, we created a character over here, Genti Othevnra. She is a sailor, but she has a bad reputation, and the reason why she does, we determined, is because there's someone who looks like her that is going around causing problems. And so while she's a good sailor, she just has someone who's antagonizing her and is giving her a bad reputation. Yep, Pirate Dwarf. Pirate dwarves are in short supply. Ay, badum tis. Now, for her personality traits, we're going to determine that with 2d8, a 5 and a 3. I don't know what those personality traits are, and it doesn't matter because we'll cross that bridge in a little bit. Her ideals, bonds, and flaws are 4, 2, and 3. There we go. Placeholders, nothing more. We don't have to worry about it right now. And now we come down to the shiny golden button of which class is she? 12 classes in the player's handbook. I have this big yellow golden D12. And Bubonic One and Norton the Knoll are hoping and praying that we do not get a bard, which is number 2. Hey, there's even a badum tis that you have, Norton. That's great. Oh, gosh. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Click it. Not a 2, a 6. We have a monk. Okay, monks have 3 different archetypes that they can choose from. So we're going to generate a 3-sided die and see which one she gets. 1. Way of the Open Hand. Monk. Actually, we're just going to go Way of the Open Hand. Now, that's an easy acronym to remember, right? Because you're the very classic, like, kung fu, wire fu. You can do all sorts of crazy stuff. And Way of the Open Hand, as an acronym, sounds like WotOH! Yeah, you got it, Bubonic. WotOH! Oh, the mayflies are starting to come out, Dark Wolf? Well, enjoy some crunchy footsteps whenever you pass underneath a street lamp. Okay, hill dwarves have their own stat line here. Let's now build her physicality. She's going to start at 3'8", and we are going to add 2d4 inches to her height. We're adding 4 inches, so she is sitting at 4 foot even. There we go. We're going to take this same 4 that we rolled, multiply it by 2d6. So 6. We're going to add 24 pounds to her base weight of 115, and so she weighs 139 pounds. As a monk, she won't be weighing too much more than that, because unless she's carrying a backpack or a heavy weapon, look, monks just get up in the morning, and if someone attacks them in the middle of the night or whatever, it doesn't matter that they don't have armor. They fight in their skivvies if they have to. They just get up and boom, you got that unarmored defense. How are we still on characters? We did 2 characters on Tuesday. We did 1 character last night and 1 character tonight, so we're on number 4. Asking for a friend? Well, I don't know. If you can imagine her 4 foot, 139, Norton. Bubonic one, we get those horrible in a town south of here. It's on Susquehanna River. The mayflies are so thick on the bridge going over, you can hear serious crunchies when trucks drive over it. Yeah, yep. She'd fit on my food spit. Good, yep, exactly. I knew where that was going, Norton. Norton wants food, not lewd. And now we will determine her age. Here's our percentile roll for it. 32, and that's going to put her as a young adult. So a young adult dwarf. Here's column 2. We come over. So she's between 50 and 100. Let's roll a 50-sided die. She is 71 years old, and that's a young adult. Young adult, 71. There we go. All right. We have completed. Big Bad Noel's gonna get you. No one's gonna get you. Kind of imagine like the character Fat Bastard from Austin Powers, you know. Come here, I'm gonna eat you. Get in my belly. You wee lass. We have finished our random number generation. We're gonna put this away. And now we're gonna come over here to personality and backgrounds. I enjoy starting with this first because I'd rather find out who we have as a character before what she does. All monks and all dwarves are gonna effectively be the same. However, not all dwarves or monks are pirates or sailors. Alphabetical, outlander, sage, sailor. Oh, there's sailor. All right. We have skill proficiencies in athletics and perception. We are proficient in navigator's tools. And vehicles, water. We will get a club, a belaying pin, or some other aspect of a ship. If you want to approach your DM and think that, I don't know, you have a... your belaying pin maybe is more like... it's metallic, and it's more like a sai, which would be, I don't know, like a dagger, or you could just have it reflavored as a club or something. You can do that. Monk weapons, you have some interesting naming flexibilities that you just can assign a similar weapon style, keywords, damage dice to. Anyway, so she's going to get a club. She's going to get 50 feet of silken rope. She can tie up. She's going to get a lucky charm, which will be a trinket. Trinket number, whatever. Okay. Common clothes. And a belt pouch containing 10 gapuz. Now, we don't have to decide which background or feature she receives, because let's look at her personality, and then we'll see how it crosses with lawful evil, and then make a better decision from there. Yeah, there's a lot of perception, and if you look, we have 2 sailors, and were these both soldiers? No, well, a folk hero, so kind of a quasi-soldier, like an untrained soldier. So yeah, this is very interesting. 3 females and a male. Oh, and by the way, so here's 2 monks also. Way of the 4 Elements and a WotOH monk. Okay, let's fill in her personality traits. Number 5. To me, a tavern brawl is a nice way to get to know a new city. You know what? Our first sailor has that too. So I bet. What do you want to say that that our two monks here? Oh no, wait, no. I'm sorry, that wasn't the monk. Our two sailors. So one's a conjuration wizard, and the other is this monk. They probably wrestle together a lot. By the way, in the context of a beach or hot springs episode campaign, whew, let's keep it PG-13, right? But no, they probably do. They probably brawl, or spar, or practice with each other. Yeah, I know, Spillheart. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to make it out there. It was just me having to get up really early in the morning, take care of some errands, come back, sleep, and I still had to take care of some outdoor stuff before it got too late, and I couldn't make it on that Wednesday, Spillheart. I'll see what I can do. Actually, this is a notification for you, Spillheart, and Darkwolf. I may not come out on Wednesday because that's when I'm kind of taking my staycation. I will still read along what's happening. I mean, if I can come out, I'll come out for sure. I don't know if I'm going to be there or not, though. So just count me out for this coming Wednesday, just to be safe. But I'll still try and follow along, or if I can leave some comments or something to kind of play along, quote unquote, in Darkwolf's DM diary or her adventure diary. I'll leave some commentary, and we can do maybe a little side role play that way. All right, her other personality trait is 3. I enjoy sailing into new ports and making new friends over a flagon of ale. A flagon of ale and a punch to the face, it seems, right? And Taverns Brawl, a nice way to get to know a new city. So she likes finding fights in every port. Hey, Ninbins, cheers to ya. Yeah, like a drunken brawl. Actually, did we give our wizard? Yeah, we gave her Tavern Brawler. We have 3 feats to give this one. I think we might give Tavern Brawler to her too. Or if not, we'll give her Grappler. All right, her ideal is number 4, Mastery. I'm a predator, and the other ships on the sea are my prey. You know what? This also shares a commonality with our other sailor, Genti Othevnra. Easiest way to get easy XP in gold box games was to punch the barkeep option. But you punched them and took their wallet, and it would respawn, and you could punch him and take his wallet again or something. Her bond is 2. The ship is most important. Crewmates and captains come and go. Spillheart says, in a couple of months, I want to start DMing. Anything you recommend I read up on? Well, we can help you out here, obviously, Spillheart, as well as on our Discord. If you want to read up on anything, if there is a particular adventure that you'd like to run, modules are a great way to start your DM career, because it's a story that's ready to go, and it gives you resources and pre-written encounters and things along those lines. So really it helps you focus on your presentation without having to worry necessarily about balancing things or being caught in in a weird story loop that you didn't account for. It always started a brawl. Oh, and so what? You just defeat everyone in the bar and then take their wallets, bubonic? And her flaw is number 3. We are all flawed creatures. And hers is, once someone questions my courage, I never back down, no matter how dangerous the situation. Do we want to make her a pirate? You spent your youth under the sway of a dread pirate, a ruthless cutthroat who taught you how to survive in a world of sharks and savages. You've indulged in larceny in the high seas and sent more than one deserving soul to a briny grave. Fear and bloodshed are no strangers to you, and you've garnered a somewhat unsavory reputation in many a port town. If you decide that your sailing career involved piracy, you can choose the bad reputation feature instead of the ship's passage. I think you can be a normal sailor and have a bad reputation too. Just a bad reputation for drunkenness or violence. Doesn't mean that you're a bad person, but in circumstances, or you get some liquor in you or something along those lines. So with this, I don't know, does she come across, yes, she's lawful evil, this means she has a personal code? Does she seem like a pirate? Or would she also be another sailor with a bad reputation? Or would she actually be a sailor with ship's passage? Well, I don't know. Well, new ports. She does brawl in taverns. She has this predatory, this mastery. The ship's most important crewmates and captains come and go. So she's attached to her ship, so I can see ship's passage. I can also see pirate, or I'm sorry, bad reputation. So what do you all think here? Is she a sailor or a pirate? And then in either case, is she able to gain passage on various, I almost bit my tongue, on various ships? Or does she have a bad reputation that people just give her stuff because they're afraid of her? Spillheart thinks pirate, but honor among thieves. So she's a pirate, but she can get a ship's passage. Any other opinions? I'm not against what you recommended, Spillheart. I just want to make sure if anyone else has an idea that they have the ability to throw it out there, and we can work with everything that is offered. While we're thinking that over, let's go up to races and go to dwarves. Our constitution score increases by 2 as a dwarf. Our speed is 25 feet, giving us 12 climb, 12 swim, and 0 fly. We are going to get 60 feet of dark vision. We do have resistance to poison damage, and as you can see on this alternative character sheet, it has IRV for immunities, resistances, and vulnerabilities, and so all I did was click in the resistance. You can see here, blue, yellow, red. So we're going to fill that in, and then we have advantage versus poisoned. We have proficiency with the battle axe, hand axe, throwing hammer, and war hammer. Now that because we're going monk, will actually expand our weapons options a little bit, because monks get simple weapons and short swords traditionally. So we have battle/hand axe, throwing/war hammer, simple weapons, and short swords. Alright, so she's honorable. She can arrange ship's passage because she really enjoys ships, but she has grown up as a pirate, and so she carries herself as maybe a little lewd and crude. She probably cusses. She's probably not afraid. She just like scratches her butt in public. She burps, farts, cusses in the tavern. She's not afraid to throw down with guys or girls. If someone questions her honor, she'll beat them up for it. Tool proficiency. You gain proficiency with the artisan's tools of your choice. smiths, brewers' supplies, or masons' tools. Well, given that she was in a monastery to learn, and by being a pirate, you have time to sit on things that can ferment in barrels, why don't we give her a tool proficiency with brewer's supplies? Now, if you're running a character like this at home, talk to your DM and see if there's another appropriate tool set. Because look, dwarves need boots and barrels and things made of wood. Dwarves are crafters. These are 3 recommendations, but, offer something. We are also going to be receiving stone cunning. Whenever you make an intelligence history check related to the origin of stonework, you are considered proficient in the history skill, and double your proficiency bonus to that check instead of your normal proficiency. Languages we already have, and our subrace. We're a hill dwarf. Our wisdom increases by 1, and we have dwarven toughness, and that is going to give us extra hit points. So, congratulations, we're a sailor. Well, we're a pirate. You are a pirate. And now we are going to become a monk. You ready for your training? If we zoom in, we are level 13. So we're going to be getting all of this cool stuff right up here. That means, look, follow the line across level 13. We're going to have a +5 proficiency bonus. Our martial arts are a D8 at this level. 1d8. We are going to have 13 key points. On this sheet, on the front page, there's this area down here for consumables of some kind. It could be arrows if you want, or if it's magical stuff, it can be key points, sorcery points, lay on hands, bardic inspiration, etc., etc. So we're going to label this key points, and we're going to give ourselves 13, and we've used 0 so far. Our unarmored movement is plus 20 feet. Therefore, we are up to 45 feet of movement, therefore giving us a climb of 22 and a swim of 22. We are a D8 hit die class, so we're going to fill that in here. And as we're level 13, we have 13 D8 hit dice. And your hit dice allow you to recover your hit points between battles without having to consume magical healing or potions. It's like you catching your breath. We can choose an artisan tool or a musical instrument. Maybe a musical instrument, something she picked up, so she brews. And what would be an instrument that she would play, do you think? Saving throws are going to be strength and dex based. And skills: acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, and stealth. Tavern brawl, sails in new ports, mastery: I am a predator and the other ships on the sea are my prey. The ship is most important. And once someone questions my courage, I never back down. I almost just want to say acrobatics and athletics. She's coming across as a very physical character to me. But if you have a different opinion, hey, let me know. What are you thinking? We can choose 2 skills from acrobatics, athletics, history, insight, religion, and stealth. If you think that this sailing in the new ports is important, maybe we give her history. Maybe she likes learning about these new places. There's no reason not to. I mean, if this is a part of her personality such that it's manifesting. If she enjoys ships, she puts the value in the ship, not necessarily the crew or captain. Maybe history is important to learn ship names or things like that. Again, I can make a strong case for acrobatics and or athletics. Insight? Maybe insight if she wants to try and pick someone to have a brawl with, so she can read their emotions or see if they would size up and be a good target to kind of bully or something. Religion? She may have been raised in a monastery or taught in a monastery. If you can make a case for a religion and you want her to have it, hey, throw it out there. I'd like to hear it, but that one's not popping out at me for this character. Stealth? Stealth, possibly, but if she wants to be this mastery, like she wants to put herself out there, she wants to fight, she wants to find ports, she wants to, to serve on these historical ships, she's this predator of the seas. I don't know if stealth is necessarily her thing. A bugle's a great instrument to learn for ship use. Or a horn? Sure, maybe she plays the horn. And when she's not blown through the horn, she's filling her horn with alcohol and taking a sip. I think she's an intelligent strategist when it comes to warfare on the sea, so maybe something along that. Is that a case for history, Spillheart? Remember, we get 2. There is a reminder in chat. You think history and acrobatics and not athletics, Bubonic? Is the acrobatics so she can like swing on ropes and stuff on the ship? Oh, you know what? Why did I put athletics? She's already proficient in athletics. And Bubonic just said so. Oh my gosh. Here's your sign. Oh, good golly. All right, history. I'm special. Truly, truly, truly. You agree with Bubonic? Okay. Yep, I had a derp. All right, no armor proficiencies. Simple weapons, short swords. Yep, we got that. Okay. Equipment. We can start with a short sword or any simple weapon. So, I mean, we have a club. Now, a simple weapon could be something like a sling. I know, Bubonic, you were talking about a sling for the last one. Circus history. A clown acrobat. Such a thing could never exist, Norton. So yeah, simple weapons are maces, throwing hammers, daggers, quarterstaffs, a short bow, a light crossbow, a sling, darts. But we're going to be given darts. We will take the Dungeoneers pack, because that's actually close to something you would need on a ship, right? There's pythons to climb and to do things. So you could repair your ship or climb it and climb aspects of it. And so I think the Dungeoneers pack is going to be a little bit better for her in that regard. Any missile weapon is an excellent weapon for ship combat. So maybe we'll give her a short bow. And darts times 10. This is 1d4 piercing. Let's go to equipment quickly, and then we'll come back to Monk. Look at a couple things here. She doesn't wear armor. A short bow is 1d6 piercing. 1d6 plus, that'll be our dex. Piercing. And a club is 1d4 bludgeoning. Got it. All right. Oh, you know what? While we're here, let's roll for her trinket. This is going to reflect what she believes gives her good luck. This is what is going to give her good luck on the open seas. You ready? It's a percentile roll. 73. That is going to be, let me write it down here, trinket number 73. The shell of an egg painted with scenes of human misery in disturbing detail. Oh my. So maybe carrying that, she's like, whoa, at least I'm not these people. And so anytime she looks down at this, this like Fabergé, scene of horror, she actually can feel better about her circumstances. She may be throwing up over the side of the railing or something, but at least she's not having what these people are having. Alright, so Bubonic. Bubonic's offering a stat spread here of a 14 strength, 15 dex, 10 con, 12 intelligence, a 13 wisdom, and charisma is her dump stat. I definitely agree with charisma as a dump stat. And as a monk, wisdom is important because of your key features. And dexterity is important for your attacks and your defense. That stat's putting in 2 different types of work for your character. Now, having a higher strength, I think, is going to work for her as well. Well, we could do that if you wanted to switch that and put 13 in strength. So her strength would be 13 and her wisdom would be 15, but it would make it easier if we applied one of the feats that give you a stat bump to be able to slot something in there. So if we do what Spillheart's looking here, let's put our strength at 13 and our wisdom at 14 and see what happens. When we add our racial modifiers, our wisdom is at 15. And our constitution is at 12. Before we go through and calculate our modifiers, we need to add her feats, because some feats will give her an ability score improvement along with it. Although I think we should finish building her monk first. It won't take too long to do. Alright, so we have martial arts. We are going to get key as a class, and we're going to get a couple options. We're going to get to do 4 things with our key, just by virtue of being a monk of any variety. We have Flurry of Blows. We have Patient Defense. And we have Step of the Wind. The other one is going to end up being Stunning Strike, and you'll see that we get that a little bit later. Unarmored Movement, we have accounted for. Monastic Tradition we'll add after we're finished with what we get as a monk. We are going to get Deflect Missiles, so we can catch darts, arrows, crossbow bolts, etc. And then if we reduce the damage down enough, it actually will have us return the missile back to the person who fired it at us. It's a cool ability. We're also going to get Slow Fall. Huh, so actually we fall out of the crow's nest, maybe because we're just blackout drunk. Well, maybe not blackout, because then we can't use our reaction, but she can slow or fall. We're going to receive an extra attack. As you can see, monks get lots of goodies. There's our Stunning Strike. Key empowered strikes mean that our punches count as magical. We're also going to get evasion, taking less damage. Nice. Evasion, stillness of mind. You can use your action to end the effect of charmed or frightened. Then we get purity of body. Immune to disease and poison. So actually this resistance goes to an immunity up here. Oh, poor lass. She can't get drunk now. No one. Maybe that's why she's so upset. If I can't get drunk on alcohol, I'll get punch drunk. Now beat me up. If you can. And at 13th level, she just received Tongue of the Sun and Moon. You learn to touch the key of other minds so that you understand all spoken languages. Moreover, any creature that can understand a language, can understand what you say. So that kind of overrides our languages up here. That's fine, though. All right, now we're not high enough level to get Diamond Soul and whatnot after that. Now we're going to come over here to Way of the Open Hand, or WotOH. For our archetype, Open Hand Technique. Starting when you choose this tradition at 3rd level, you can manipulate your enemy's ki when you harness your own. Whenever you hit a creature with one of the attacks granted by your flurry of blows, you can impose one of the following effects on that target. You can knock it prone, you can push it 15 feet away, or it can't take reactions. You can either put that under archetype, or if you think it'll help you, for Flurry of Blows, you can make a note underneath here. For purposes of what we're doing and building a character on stream, we'll put Open Hand Technique here, and we'll put 2 little carrots here, and we'll put 2 little carrots over Flurry of Blows just so we can reference it. We will receive Wholeness of Body. We can heal ourselves. As an action, you can regain hit points equal to 3 times your monk level. You must finish a long rest before you use this feature again. So we can heal 39 hit points. 39 HP. There we go. We do know Tranquility also. Beginning at 11th level, you can enter a special meditation that surrounds you with an aura of peace. At the end of a long rest, you gain the effect of a Sanctuary spell that lasts until the start of your next long rest. The saving throw DC for the spell equals 8 plus your Wisdom modifier plus your Proficiency bonus. Tranquility, DC, and then we'll fill in what it is when we get our scores dropped into our character. Cool. Actually, that's going to be happening here real soon. For a key, our save DC is going to equal... That's going to be based off of Wisdom also. So we'll have to determine what that is going to be. So there's some placeholders for us. Now we need to go to Chapter 6 and find out what she's getting as far as feats. If she... Let's see. Is she a... Tavern Brawl, sailing a new port. She masters things. The ship's important. If someone questions my courage, I never back down no matter how dangerous the situation. Athlete seems like it would be really good for her, right? We can increase strength or dex by 1. When you are prone, standing up only takes 5 feet of your movement. Climbing does not have your speed. And you can make a running long jump or a running high jump after moving only 5 feet on foot rather than 10. That could come in very handy aboard a ship. I don't know, athlete might be a good one. Grappler, and she does have the minimum strength spill heart for that, even after the switch. You develop the skills necessary to hold your own in close quarters grappling. You gain the following benefits. You have advantage on attack rolls against the creature you're grappling, or you can use your action to try and pin a creature grappled by you. To do so, make another grapple check. If you succeed, you and the creature are both restrained until the grapple ends. Creatures that are one size larger than you don't automatically succeed on checks to escape your grapple. That could be a good one. Oh, pardon me. Observant could be really good on a monk. Increase your intelligence or wisdom by 1. If you can see a creature's mouth while it's speaking a language you understand, you can interpret what it's saying by reading its lips. We have Tongue of Sun and Moon, so we may be able to use Observant in order to, if we sync up our key with that creature, we can understand what someone is saying from a good while away. And it'll also increase her perception and investigation, her passive ones anyway. If she wants to learn some spells, then we could give her something like Magic Initiate or a Ritual Caster. That could be interesting. We could make her super fast and give her Mobile. We could just make her really resilient, too. We could actually, this could be interesting too. Savage Attacker. Once per turn, when you roll damage for a melee weapon, I guess, does martial arts count as a weapon? I don't know, maybe not. Your DM might allow it. I don't know. If she's savagely attacking, what would be the difference of one attack with a fist as opposed to a club? But you could reroll the damage dice and use either total. Skilled is a good option. Skulker she could take, but I don't know if she's a skulker, really. Tavern Brawler, increase your strength or con by 1. You're proficient with improvised weapons and unarmed strikes. Well, we already have that. Your unarmed strikes uses a D4. When you hit a creature with an unarmed strike or an improvised weapon on your turn, you can use a bonus action to attempt to grapple the target. So, Tavern Brawler... So that would give us a strength for sure, but that would really just mean we can use our bonus action to go into a grapple. And what's competing for our bonus actions? Flurry of Blows. If we're spending the key, Patient Defense. Step of the Wind. But if that would be something, but Stunning Strike? The open hand technique allows for not for a grapple, but it does allow for us to Pull. Actually, wait. Does it allow for a grapple? That may be redundant. Let's go back to classes and double check. Prone, push, or you deny it reactions. That could be redundant in a way. I don't know. I guess it would give you a lot of options. Yeah, so I think Observant, Grappler, and something else. Let's go back to it here. Chapter 6 are the character options. Grappler for sure. Observant, she probably would have taken at 12, though, because she's going to be getting the Tongue of Sun and Moon. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference for how we're doing things, but as a heads up. So that is going to make her Wisdom go up by 1 to a 16. Then we ask ourselves, is there a way we can pop our dex up by 1? And if not, what would be something else that would work for her? Athlete? I don't know. Athlete may be a good one for her too, honestly. We do get a stat bump. When you're prone, standing up only uses 5 feet of movement instead of half. Climbing does not have your speed. And you can make a running long jump or a running high jump after moving only 5 feet on foot rather than 10. I don't think she's an actor at all. Charger, that'd be interesting. You think athlete sounds good? Athlete, and I guess we'll pump her dex up to 1 instead of strength. Okay, so if we do that, that's going to give her a strength of 1, dex 3, con 1, int 1, wisdom 3, and charisma -1. Up here, then, her strength saving throw is 6. Athletics is 6. 8 for a saving throw in strength and acrobatics. And then a 3 for sleight of hand and stealth. Constitution saving throw is 1. 1 down the line, except for history, which is going to be a 6. And that'll actually be 11 if she's looking at things made of stone. Although, if you really wanted to, you want to make this character, instead of stone cunning, if she really loves ships and she's fascinated by their construction, maybe it's ship cunning. Something along those lines. Can she identify who made this style of ship? Oh, this is a dwarven vessel or an elven vessel. I don't see why not. Not at all. I think that's a very good option for a dwarf. I'm just copying and pasting this -1 in all our charisma stuff. Now that we have this, passive perception is going to be 18 normally because it's 10 plus your perception modifier. However, remember, we took observant, and that 18 is going to go to a 23. She is very aware of the world around her and who is saying what. All of these weapons can count as monk weapons, and therefore we can use dexterity with them by virtue of being a monk, not just the finesse property. So therefore, we're going to add bonus damage of 3 to each of them, which is our dexterity modifier. And to attack, well, same thing. We have our dexterity modifier plus our proficiency bonus, as we're proficient in these weapons, and therefore we have a +8. Our initiative is going to be a +3 because that's a dexterity check. Armor class is 10 plus dexterity, but on our unarmored defense as a monk says as long as we're not wearing any armor, then we can add our wisdom into it as well. So congratulations. You wake up in the morning and you have a 16 AC automatically. You don't have to strap anything on. She's earned a name. She's no longer a pile of stats. So if a name is springing up to you, think of something. Throw something out there. She's a pirate. Does she have a pirate name as a in lieu of hers, or replacing, or in addition, or something along those lines? Be creative. Hit points. Let's do hit points next. At first level, you get your maximum hit points for your class. For a monk, it's a D8 hit die class, so you get 8. Now, for every level beyond that, in our case 12, because she's a 13th level character and the first one's already taken care of, we have 12 times 5. 5 is half plus 1 of the hit die, right? Half of 8 is 4, plus 1 is 5. That is the recommendation I have for you to upgrade or to level up your characters. Then, for every level, therefore all 13 of them, she gets bonus hit points equal to her Constitution modifier, and that's 1. Congratulations. There is our, here's our algebraic equation. So we have 13 plus 60. So we have 73 plus 8 is 81. Oh, shoot! Bubonic one. That is absolutely correct. Dwarven toughness. By being a hill dwarf, you get a bonus 1 hit point for every... you get a bonus 1 hit point for every level. So yes, I'm sorry, that does bring her up to 94. Thank you very much for that reminder. Boy, it'd be embarrassing if I've been broadcasting this content for like 6 months now and I forgot something like that. Good thing we're not doing that, right? Oh, gosh. Here's your sign. Alright, so for any of our key-based effects, that's off of Wisdom. We're casting off of Wisdom. So DCs are your bonus, or I'm sorry, your modifier, plus your bonus, because if you're not proficient with key as a monk, I don't know, what are you doing? Are you a remedial monk? So that's 8. And then all saves have an extra 8 tacked on. Our save against our key effects is going to be 16. So Tranquility is going to be the same. And any of our key saves. And you can always write that here if you wanted. It's up to you. Whatever works. It's your character. Have fun. Okay, well, you know what? She doesn't cast any spells. We don't have to worry about page 3, or page 4 is an animal companion, or like if you can druid shapeshift, it's your favorite shifting form. Let's see. I don't think we're missing anything. No spells. There's her personality. I mean, obviously, look, we can click and add character portraits or things like that. Here's like, this would be a symbol of her ship or her monastery or both. But really, we have a completed character. Feats and all. There's her attacks. Here's all her features. Bada boom. We're good. Cool. Well, it's not cool. It's actually warm. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to turn my fan on and woo, just plus I think while the tea is cold, you know, the tea can, you eat dinner and your body's like, I'm going to be slow. So I'm going to get up. I'm going to walk around, keep the blood flowing, and I'll see you in 5-10 minutes. How about that? And when we come back, I want to have a session similar to our awesome... Oh, boy. If you get a chance, please go back and watch the VOD from last night. It was a great brainstorming session. And I have an idea, seed to plant for the dungeon to create tonight. But I figure that we can get together and come up with a really fun dungeon in this communal story, storytelling aspect. So, put your thinking caps on. We will, we're going to take our break, and when we come back, we'll do what we're going to do.